Typically in our supermarkets, we see two types of dates, use by and a best before. And you really need to know the difference. With use by, this is about safety. And it's really important you don't consume it after that date. There are things you can do to save that food. So if it's in your fridge and that use by date is approaching and you know you're not going to eat it in time, make sure you pop it into your freezer, and then you can extend the life on that item and eat it at a later date. So that if you can't save that food, that use by has passed, and you haven't managed to eat it up in time or freeze it, that you consider recycling it. We really want to avoid throwing it in those general waste bags. If you do recycle it, it means that that can be used in a circular economy and put to good use rather than damaging our environment. So the other date that we look for, and the one we like for our food stall, is best before. And best before is really about quality. It's not a safety issue. So if that date has passed, it's a case of doing a common sense taste smell test, and it is still good to be consumed. So you might find in a pack of vegetables, one has, started to turn. That doesn't mean throw away all of the rest of them. Split that food out, make sure you eat what you can, and obviously recycle what you can't. But bread is a really good example where that best before has passed, but it is fine to be eaten. And we would recommend as well freezing bread. That's another great way. You can breadcrumb with it. Another great way to make sure that you are being responsible with food waste is to always go and shop in your fridge and your cupboards first, and almost practice the stock rotations, so you know that something isn't going to be in there a long time and going out of date, and make sure you plan your lists before you go out shopping, and just be responsible. One really good tip is a small investment in a thermometer that actually goes into your fridge and your freezer. It will only cost you a few pounds, and that makes sure that your fridge temperature is 5 degrees or lower and your freezer is -18 or lower, which will extend the life of your fruits, your vegetables and your produce at home.